Hello from my office. I am vaguely vlogging. This is solely because, one, something very fun is happening on Saturday. It is before work on Thursday, and this week has been, actually like the past 2 weeks, have been like very, very busy with work. Again, I'm not gonna tell you what I do, just because I'm not getting into that, but it's just been like hectic. Like, we've had people out. I've been doing like coverage stuff that I'm totally fine doing, but like coverage stuff where we're already like really understaffed. So it's just been like stressful, but I'm not complaining really because I get to work from home. I did prep a presentation I have to give starting next week. I got approval for like what I want to wear for the presentation. It's all virtual. Like, we do them all virtually, but like that is squared away. I have to do a mock one tomorrow. But yes, so it's just been like very stressful during my work day, and I've been like trying to decompress after work, and I get very grumpy, which I'm sure is lovely for Krista because I'm just like, ah! But it's fine. I'm hoping today is back to normal. So far, everyone I don't know. The day hasn't started yet. I literally just like opened my computers and was like, okay, well, it's a computer, I have monitors, but I like opened everything up and I was like, okay, today is going to be a normal day. I've just decided it. Since work hasn't started yet, I don't know if that's true. Today could be utter chaos, but it's fine. I'm going into it, positive attitude, wearing my Hex Girls tank top because my office is hot, even though it's not hot outside. Sometimes my office is just stuffy. I have coffee, not pumpkin coffee, in my spirit tumbler for positive Halloween-y energy. And I'll have to explain to you the coffee because Krista got it and I felt really bad. So Krista gets a lot of targeted ads on Facebook, and I don't have Facebook, so like I know they exist but I don't see them. And she was showing me one randomly that was like coffee concentrates in little bottles, but like the ad annoyed the crap out of me because it was like healthier than coffee, blah 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 blah. And I was like, if it's coffee concentrate, I don't understand. Like, is it fake coffee? Like, what is this? So I was like, I just think that's stupid. Like, I'm just gonna drink coffee. Like, don't tell me this is better than coffee, blah blah blah. Krista was like, oh yeah. And then literally like 2 days later, a box of 4 of the coffee concentrate showed up with like a tumbler and a thing, and I was like, it could be good, I just don't like the commercials. And it's actually fine. 2 of them actually taste like they say they're supposed to. One is like creme brulee and it tastes like caramel, which is about how I assume that's always gonna taste. And then there's one that's vanilla and it tastes like vanilla. It's like Javi? I think it's Javi. Then there's one that's like mocha and it just tastes like coffee. And then sugar cookie I was very excited for because I like a cookie flavored coffee, but it just tastes like coffee. Maybe I'm putting too much concentrate in. Maybe that one needs a little boost from like sugar or something, but whatever. I don't know. But I'm drinking that now. I've already had a lot of it, which is a problem because literally work has not even started yet. I was just hot and I like got all my stuff set up way earlier than normal. But I used my pre-work time while I was like setting stuff up and everything was ready to go, but I didn't have to be in for like 25 more minutes. Still, I have 5 minutes left before I need to like get going. I finally, so if you've watched any of my other videos, I have been lamenting the fact that I have been waiting months for the Honey Witch, which I understand. I actually talked to my library and the person was like, oh, sometimes the libraries will like hold them till it's not considered new anymore and then they'll let us take it. So that might be what happened. Like, they were waiting for people at their library to read it. She said sometimes they hold on to things at certain libraries. She was like, sometimes we even do, like we'll put it on the new shelf and you can come in and get it, but you can't place a hold. So that's fine. But I did get the Honey Witch like right before I did the full moon readathon, and because I could have this one out for longer, I waited to read it, which is good. So I actually took notes, which I remember pretty well, but I started this like the first chapter way earlier this week, like Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, what, it doesn't really matter. But I started the first chapter of this and I realized this is not set in the modern day. I don't know why I thought this was set in the modern day, but it's not. It's like faux Regency or something. Like, it's not, it's basically historical. And what's confounding for me is like, in part of it, it's set in this place called like Bardshire, which is where Marigold, our main character, is from. And that place reads very Regency vibes, very like Bridgerton-esque to me. And I don't like books that are set in that window. I read Don't Love You Like a Best Friend, I think, which is literally like gay Bridgerton. And it's like a 3-book series, and the first one is Sapphic. And I read the first one, and like I liked the characters, but I could not. I was like, I don't care about these balls. I don't care about these events. I don't care about these parties. Like, I just could not get into it. The beginning of this was all that, and I was like, no. So I like plowed through. I have finished this, but I was like, okay, I can do it. Like, I've been like slow, and I've been speed reading this. Fun fact, they actually really teach you how to speed read in grad school. Like, they actually tell you the best ways to speed read. I didn't follow that entirely, so I did like pay more attention, but fun fact, that was the thing I learned in grad school. So if I really hate a book, I will just like but I was like, okay, I just want to get to the part where she's the honey witch, because the whole point is that she's the honey witch and she meets a skeptic. So she becomes a honey witch pretty early on. Like, she goes to this island called like Innisfree, which I swear to God sounds like the island from this movie I used to watch with like a Selkie baby. That's probably incorrect, but now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, wait a minute, what was that movie? I was obsessed with that movie, and now I can't remember the title. But as a kid, I used to watch it all the time, and it's like a Selkie baby, and he's adopted, and it's the ocean, and it's Irish. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment below, because I will probably forget to look this up. Does anyone remember that? I feel like I watched that while kids were watching like the Titanic and like being very dedicated to the Titanic, and I'm like, I watched a movie about a baby whose mom was a seal. Anyway, I've had a lot of coffee for this early in the morning. I'm so sorry. I also overdid it with the amounts. So, yes, I'm very caffeinated. I'm very sorry. So she does get to the island. We learn the honey witch is like very crucial to this island. The island is kind of protected by the honey witch. And then there's like a ceremony that happens a little before that. Basically, Marigold becomes the honey witch. And then eventually, like, we meet Lottie at the beginning. Lottie is our skeptic. We meet Lottie at the beginning, and then she, at a certain point, much farther in the book, moves in with Marigold and also someone else. So like, there's not a lot of romance for a while because there's a curse on the honey witch that she may never find love. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like, the more I read this, the more it reminded me of Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, which is the prequel book that I DNF'd because it's about the ancestor that wound up making the no love curse. I was like, what? No. So I like kept reading. I was doing what I could, like plowing through. There is not a lot of action in this. There is a lot of steamy stuff very near the end of the book. But like, it is slow going. And I was like, this is really reading like Alice Hoffman's Magic Lessons, because I remember that being very slow, very like setting up the Owens family. Also, there's a character whose last name is Owens in this, and I was like, feel like you were inspired, which is totally fine. But like, it was just like dragging and dragging, and then because there are bees, my brain was like, this is if you took Magic Lessons and Go Tell It to the Bees, the Sapphic film, and shoved them together, which is not true. Like, Go Tell It to the Bees is just about a woman who has an apiary, and there's another woman with a child. It's a whole thing. But yeah, this was just really slow and very much not what I thought. I do not know why I thought this was set in the present day. I really don't. And I know I would have liked it more if it was set in the present day, because there's like a thing that comes up about tattoos, which would have been really cool in the present day. There's also like the big action stuff is very near the end, like last 20 pages ish. And like ending cute, but like this was just very slow going and really not what I thought. Also, this is another thing that's very strange. I, for some reason, do not ask me what I imagined this book to be, because it's not what it is. I somehow imagined that our main character was a woman of color. Like, in my head, somehow I imagined her, and even when it like started to describe her, and I don't think that's true because the author appears to be white from her author photo, and I haven't looked her up. I imagined like very curly, like textured blonde hair, and like a kind of like my size, a little bigger female character who like was not white. I don't know where that description came from. Where did I do that? I don't understand. Was I like making up? I must have made up a book, or I combined this with a cover release for a different book. Cause like, I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. I really don't know. Like, I had this very vivid picture of a character in my brain, and that's not who that character is. Like, I don't know what book I invented in my head, but in my head, this was, the Honey Witch was set in the present day. Our main character was like a curvy, think like cozy mystery kind of protagonist, if you will, because they're normally like a little more full-figured. Like super cute, curly, blonde textured hair, like up, away from her face. She wears ribbons in this, so I was like, oh, like tied with a ribbon. And then like her love interest, Lottie, made me think white girl. So like Lottie was like white and thin and other things that I won't tell you because it's spoil stuff. But like sort of like grumpy, like literally a grumpy sunshine, where like we had this like, we had Marigold, and then Lottie was going to be this like dark, skinny, waifish character, like dark hair, dark eyes, that kind of thing. That is not what this book is. I made up a book. Like, I had like Marigold going to her grandma's like apiary on this cute little island, but it's like cozy mystery style little island where everyone knows everyone, and she does like little magic stuff like the Owen sisters do in Practical Magic, the movie more so than the book. And then like that's the story, and they like meet, and there's that love curse, and then they like slowly fall in love, and then it breaks the curse. That's what I pictured in my brain, which is not this book. I'm so sorry. I went into this with the worst expectations known to man, because I made up a book. That is not this book. Someone could write that book. I will give you free reign to write a book about a woman who owns an apiary on a small island and falls in love with a grumpy other woman who also lives on the island. Like, that's, you can have it, because I'm not writing a book about bees. I think a lot of people would like it. I think if you like Alice Hoffman, you would like this book. I preferred Practical Magic to Magic Lessons because I thought Magic Lessons was too slow. At some point I will try and reread it because I tried to read it a few years ago and just like could not get into it. But like this wasn't what I wanted. This wasn't what I expected. I'm so confused. I have no clue what was going on in my brain that I thought that that's what the plot of this, I just don't know where I was getting that from. I just don't understand. I really don't. This has been a ranty opening. So this is done. I need to take it back to the library. I'll probably take it back tonight because we have to go out and do some stuff tonight. Nothing particularly wildly exciting. We agreed to go to meet someone for dinner, and we have to run to Kohl's to do a return. So I'm gonna try and return this. I'll give it to Krista and see if she can just drop it off. I also have the Pallbearers Club, which I grabbed after I read Horror Movie. And what's funny is, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you haven't read this, there are like notes in red on the side. They mention notes all over a script in Horror Movie in red ink, but we don't actually get to see that. We apparently just get the edited script. And so I was like, that's so funny, because I knew this had notes in it because I had seen videos where it's discussed. But I don't really have spoilers, so I am intrigued to read this. I'll probably read that next. And then I finally broke down and got the audiobook for Brainwyrms because I really, really wanted to read it, and my library will never get it. No bookstore around here is gonna get it. I didn't want to buy it on, so I just got it on, I have Audible. I got it on Audible. So I have that. But yes, I just thought it would be fun because we have a very, very wild thing happening on Saturday. So I thought, why not just start a vlog and tell you my thoughts on the Honey Witch that I waited months to read and then found out the book in my head is not the book it actually is. But also, like, the description doesn't say it's historical, and there's not even like a little historical sticker on it. Like, Don't Love You Like a Best Friend, or I think that's the title. It was a Taylor Swift lyric, I'm really sorry. Had a historical sticker. It said like historical fiction on the side from my library, and this does not, and it should. It's from a different library. But yes, I'm sorry, this is a very long opening. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna read the Pallbearers Club next if I have time. And then Brainwyrms will be a listen, which I can do Friday during work or Monday during work. And then I can read Pallbearers Club over the weekend or if I have downtime today or tomorrow. I think it's my plan, because I want to get my library books back so that they're taken care of, because I have a book that I'm going to do a very big spoiler vlog for, and I would like to get these library books back so I don't feel like a bad person for holding on to them too long. Also, one of them is due very soon. So yeah, this is a long intro clip. Sorry. This tank top is very helpful. It's really warm in here. But I'm gonna go because it is officially work time, and I need to check and see what things have been submitted to me to do. So yes, I'm gonna go. I will update you later with something. I don't know if I'll update you. I'll probably update you once I've gotten into Pallbearers Club, which could be a little while, but it's fine. I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Hello. I'm giving you a super quick update. This is the next day. We are at the tail end of my lunch break. I really only have a couple minutes to update you, but I had quick things. I had a headache last night, so looking at the camera is kind of throwing off one of my eyes. It's just bothering me a little. I had blue light glasses on, but if I wear them with the camera, sometimes they reflect funny, so I just took them off. But this will probably be your only update for today. I am a little ways, not a lot of ways, into the Pallbearers Club. I'm liking it so far. Art, our main character, definitely is a very verbose speaker. He uses big words. It feels like he's trying to sound very intellectual. And based on Mercy, in quotes, because that's not her real name, everyone has a fake name in this, but based on Mercy and her red pen comments, she's also pointing out that some of this is a little like, why are you writing it like this exactly? Which I appreciate. So I'm really liking her asides, and I'm liking him as a character so far, but I'm really not very far. He's like just met Mercy. We've been introduced to the idea of the Pallbearers Club, which is really to be volunteer pallbearers at a local funeral home, and also attend services for those who don't really have anyone to come to said services. But really not that far. I am enjoying it though. I am getting a slightly similar tone to horror movie, but in horror movie, our main character is a little different. He doesn't try and use like big words, or I feel like interject on himself as much. It's more like stream of consciousness. This, there are inserts from different years to be like, oh, and this thought, and looking back at this, and I'm like, oh my goodness. But I am enjoying it. The other things I wanted to update you on very quickly are, we found a Beetlejuice thing. My sister is shipping the cookies, I think today, so that Krista can have them. We still have not found them, though apparently our Piggly Wiggly thinks they might get some in this weekend. They were out of them, and we were just at Walmart yesterday, and they had a bunch of like things that needed stocked, but they hadn't stocked them, so we have no idea like if they were actually getting anything. We couldn't find anything labeled Beetlejuice when we were walking around, cookie wise. Now, the fun thing here is that I didn't actually expect to find this, but my Walmart got the Beetlejuice Fanta. So this is like a special flavor, so it's spiced. I'll put it there. Kind of focused. I'm not gonna be able to tell because my eye hurts. But it's haunted apple flavor, and it's supposed to be like a spiced apple, and I really like it. Krista does not. She was hoping she would like it because like I don't really drink regular soda. I normally drink a diet soda if I'm gonna drink soda, and this is regular soda, but they don't do diet, so that's totally fine. But I like it. The goofy thing is the spice agent, whatever it is, if you drink the soda and you're like eating something else, it sometimes comes off as maple to me and to Krista. We noticed it while we were eating lunch. I had a couple extra minutes and she had to head back, so I thought I would update you. But by itself, it tastes more apple-y. I'm really liking it. I got 4 like little bottles, like the ones I showed you, and then we got one 12-pack because I'm not gonna drink it that fast. Like, I just know I'm not, but also got the 12-pack. I might show you that later, but it's basically the same label, just on like a whole box. We're not getting any of the other specialty labeling ones that I can tell. So admittedly, they did say that the original Fanta flavors, it's Fanta and Fanta. I took German in high school, which was super useful to me as an adult now. And they call it Fanta, and so like I always wind up saying Fanta instead of Fanta, and then sometimes I'll switch if I'm thinking about it too much. Anyway, they're not doing or getting the like striped versions of the other flavors. So they are doing ones for all the characters, and so like you can get other characters and it'll just be like pineapple with yellow stripes and like strawberry with red stripes, I think, and different characters on each one. Again, we're not getting those. It doesn't look like we're just getting the Beetlejuice one, and then they're keeping regular Fanta in stock. The other thing I wanted to show you really fast, because this came right before lunch, Krista very sweetly got me this Beetlejuice pajama set from Walmart. Our store was sold out of this particular one, and I didn't even know this one existed. I didn't see this one online anywhere, and so she got it for me. I just really like the print. I think it's super cute, and I'll definitely wear them. I just haven't worn any of my cute pajamas yet because my office is still really stuffy, and I've gotten into this. I have a fan, I'm fine, but like I don't want to get super sweaty in it, though I am gonna start wearing it very soon, I think. So yes, I'm wearing a, can't really see it, but it says "You Had Me at Pumpkin Spice." Krista found this. It's one of her old shirts that she got, she thinks, like when we started dating, so that she'd have like a Halloween shirt, and it's a very thin tank top, and so it's saving my life today because I'm really warm. But that's it, really. That was primarily my only update. I'll try and update you more when I read more, but I don't know how much I'm gonna read. Like, one, it's been a very busy week. We have stuff going on this weekend. Also, like, my eyes hurt. I got into that already. I won't further harp upon it, but I just thought I would update you on the 2 fun Beetlejuice things that occurred, and give you an idea of what I think of the book. But I gotta go because my lunch break is going to be over in mere seconds and I need to get back into my office. So I will talk to you at some point later.
I will not stop till I've expunged this new world of every outcast, godless creatures. My vengeance is swift and slow.
I've always hated the expression life is down. The hall pass for the imagination's hair. Only life becomes a twisted mystery. I see the world as a place that must be endured. And my personal philosophy is kill or be killed. Don't mess with me. This kitty's got claws.
Do. I tried to stop it so that I wouldn't get the thing, because you know for a fact that song is copyrighted, like up the wazoo. So there's definitely going to be a bunch of inflatable-y things up here, and I'm very sure they're getting the Wednesday that dances, because she's over there in a box. Pumpkins, some blow molds. Chris really liked that one, it's super cute. Then all the inflatables in boxes. They're definitely planning on having a ton of stuff. Those are all boxes. And then there are people over there, so I don't want to bother them. Oh, I missed him. The little Stitch pirate. All right, I'm gonna stop recording for a sec because someone is gonna set off the animatronics, but it's a little kid and I don't want to get her on film. She left, so let's try this guy. Oh, it's you. I've seen you before. This guy? Switch. So you just light up.
If you do not leave now.
You've also seen him before. And him. He's still talking.
I love Halloween. Put another tree to the tree bag, baby. These Bluetooth Reapers can play any song from your Bluetooth phone or device. Just pair to one
Good to
Reaper.
know. Good to
Choose
know.
a song from your device and watch and
Very cool. I still like these guys. The Pilgrim guy is so cool. So cool. Behold, a box. And yes, you briefly saw my foot, but shush, it's fine. Oh, can I get this out? Thank you, my lovely assistant. Oh gosh. Well, they got this brand new for sure because it sells all the padding in it. Oh, it comes with a pin. I had no idea. So Krista surprised me and got me Emily.
See, and it comes with Binks.
I had no idea. With Emily Binks's Tombstone. But I think this might be an exclusive one, so maybe that's why it was more expensive than the Amazon one. Because I don't think all of them come with the pin. But it opens up, they left all the padding in, and then it's a bag that converts, I think. Oh gosh, we're trying. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh. And then here's the lining. The Sanderson sisters in flight. But yeah, so it's like a convertible bag. So there's a strap if you want to make it a purse. And then it has backpack straps attached. And then it has detail on the side. But it's really, really cool. I'm going to use it in all of September because I think it'll be really cool for like Beetlejuice and stuff too because it's Tombstone. But it's really, really cool. And very fun.
Yeah, it comes with a pin.
Yeah. So many things. But it is very cool. She surprised me with it. She like bought it on a whim.
And it glows.
Yeah.
Under UV light.
So when...
So you see all this and all of this.
So in the dark, I'll have to try and show it to you at some point when it's like lit up. But yes, but it's very cool. I'm gonna switch from my one Hocus Pocus bag to this one once we get to September. But it's very cool. So thank you for that. It was a surprise. But we're done. We're gonna eat food. So bye. Good morning. It's very early.
This is what the face of love looks like.
It is. You'll see. We're saying hi right now. We both have very big coffees from home. It's just pumpkin coffee. But yeah, we gotta go do a thing. So we'll talk to you later after the thing.
It's just not like great conversation.
Alright, ready? Hello! I don't know if you can tell. Here, I'll go in the sun. It's purple! The whole thing is purple. Also, the hairdresser curled it and my hair doesn't hold curl, so this will be gone in minutes. But yes, we were there for 6 hours.
6 hours.
Yes, so the estimated amount of time she thought it would take was 4. And that was solely like me. And then Krista also got her hair done. She got a cut, it's more blonde. And somehow I took 6. I don't know if she underestimated how many foils, and like we cut my hair first. Like
yeah, I think she underestimated.
She cut it off.
And like how much she was gonna have to repair from what the last person did.
Yeah, so she did like a full, and again, this was a splurge. Like I'm not doing this again for a very long time. Hold on. So I'm not gonna tell you how much it was, but the 2 of us was not cheap, and it was mostly me.
Thank you.
Yes, it was mostly me. Krista's was like a standard cut, color touch-up price. I'm sure you can guess. Mine, we're very sure she did color correcting for my natural hair. Then I got charged for the bleaching and for the purple dye. So like I was being charged for 3 different hair things plus a cut. So it was just expensive. I think, yeah, you're good. So we are in the car currently. I had to change because my shirt got completely soaked when she was washing out the purple. Like you have to wash it when you take the foils out, and so yeah, it was soaked. Krista said her shirt was also really damp. So she has a vest on. Mine was just like really, really wet. We stopped at a cider mill. Not our favorite cider mill. We stopped at
Maybe it'll be better.
Maybe.
We haven't tried it in 4 years.
So we got a little thing of cider, and then
here, try a little donut.
Oh,
you can tell them
that.
if it's disappointing.
Oh, and we got fancy bread from the diner we like. They were selling their bread.
And maple cannolis.
Yeah, and maple cannolis, which should be good, hopefully. We shall see. Let me see if I can. We got a half dozen donuts. You're gonna be really close to my face. I'm so sorry. These are so hot. They literally just pulled them out of the fryer. All right, biting the donut.
Turn left on Brookside Drive.
They're better than last time, but their seasoning blend is way different than the one in Messina.
Gotcha.
So yes, still good. It tastes very nutmeg heavy, which is interesting for a cider donut. I like nutmeg, but it just seems like a lot. I'm gonna eat more of this donut.
So another thing that you may not know about Kneb's Orchard, which is where we love to go.
Our preferred orchard, yes.
First they put apple seasoning into the donuts, and then they douse it with cinnamon sugar. And I don't think that there's any apple in this actual
So like
donut.
they call them cider donuts, but they don't ever taste like apple cider, which is strange to me. But yeah, so we're gonna go. We are making a quick stop at Piggly Wiggly to see if they got the Beetlejuice cookies, and I will let you know. But the ones from Mary, our beloved sister, are coming on Monday or Tuesday. It says Monday, but it says by 9 p.m. So we're going with Tuesday for safety's sake. Also, I have decided that the three of us should at some point be the Hocus Pocus sisters. And Krista will have to be, I decided it while we were getting haircuts. So you'd have to be Winifred, because you're the oldest.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make, because I'm blonde, I thought you were gonna make me.
Oh, you could be Sarah. And Mary could be Winifred. I'm Mary. Mary doesn't get to be Mary. If she sees this, she's not allowed to be Mary. I own the costume. She's my favorite, damn it.
I mean, none of y'all are blonde. I'm just saying.
You should be Sarah then. Yeah, so we should be the Sanderson sisters. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. We haven't had any food all day. And it's 1:30.
We've been up since 6.
Yeah, we've been up. We were at the hair salon for literally 6 hours. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give Krista a donut once we're on less hilly terrain. But Mary, if you watch this, we should be the Sanderson sisters at some point, and you get to be Winifred. It'll be very cute. But yeah, so I'll talk to you all later. I'm gonna throw the rest of this donut in my mouth so I can hit the stop button. Hello vlog. Krista is looking for a photo of Salem because it is National Black Cat Day. Humorously, I did not know this when I put on this black cat nightgown that Krista got me. It also matches my new hair, so that's fun. We are heating up cider with Fireball, which is on my fall to-do list actually. We also took naps on the couch at like 3:30. Is that about when we took a nap? Because we were both super tired. But we are going to watch Red Dragon tonight because it's too late in the night to watch Silence of the Lambs, since Buffalo Bill has a type and we are both that type. So we're gonna watch Red Dragon instead. And then maybe before October I will convince Krista to watch like an episode or 2 of Hannibal, because the visuals of that show, incredible. The writing, exceptional. The show, beautiful. Anyway, before I gush about Hannibal for 4,000 hours, we're gonna take our cider upstairs and some donuts. The donuts you saw before. Krista agrees, they're very nutmeg heavy. They just taste like a spice donut. So not really a cider donut, more a spice donut. Chloe's whining because she wants Goose to pay attention to her. But we are going to have cider, and I'm gonna show you our cups real quick. So, the counter is coming, the counter is coming, behold the counter. Zero things that I need to change. So this one is mine, and this one is Krista's. They're in matching Mickey Mouse Halloween cups, which I suppose are not really the vibe for a horror movie, but they are what we're using. And the reason this one is mine is I accidentally put too much Fireball in it, so I'm drinking that one. But we're gonna head up, watch the movie, and yeah, so I will talk to you sometime tomorrow, because as it turns out, the bread we bought has a French toast recipe on it, and I'm gonna make that tomorrow. So I'll probably film attempting to make their French toast recipe. So I will talk to you tomorrow.
Trying to push myself through some of these. I feel like in the year of 2024, more than ever before, I'm giving myself the permission to like DNF books that I'm just not in the mood to read. But I guess my question to you is that I would love to know that in the future, if you would like for me to still include my DNFs in my vlogs like this, because I do understand that it can be annoying if you're like expecting a full book review from me and then I'm like, oh, I DNF'd it at like before 100 pages in. So I guess my question to you, he keeps like asking her for money to like help support his dream of like this film documentary that he's working on, and this guy's like, asking for a lot of money. I'm like, bro, what? But the reason I feel like I want to DNF this is because at 80 pages in, not only do I not really care enough.
Hello, we're in the car, and that's Kira. She is getting a full groom, I think. So we're headed to Pet Supply Plus. We also have a coupon, which is not why we scheduled it, but she is very fuzzy. Hi, she says, I'm a star. She really wanted me to film her. I had the camera out and she was jumping up and down. But yeah, so she is gonna get groomed. There's a dog, so she might bark. So we're headed there, and then I have to grab some groceries to to make dinner. Hey, it's okay. And now she's whining. She really wants dogs to pay attention to her, like all the time. Kiddo, stay back in the back.
Stop. Kira. Stop.
Kira.
Hey, this is not how we behave. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Whiny butt. You're okay. All right, I'm gonna go because I need to ensure that Kira stops trying to go into the front window. But yeah, she's gonna get groomed. She just really wants people to say hi to her. So anytime she sees people, she barks, and then when no one responds to her, she starts whining like crazy. Yeah. So I'll talk to you later. So the circus is in town? We're not going?
Yeah, but it's a circus.
Yeah, but I saw the tent and I was super confused because this is the mall. Cirque de Paris. Okay. Yeah, we're not going. Krista hates clowns. And I feel like this is a clown heavy circus. It's raining, so you're getting rain versions. But yeah, they must be doing a show right now because there's a lot of cars. Oh, also, we're not going because it's raining and it's very difficult for me to get out of the car because I haven't washed my hair yet. So there's Spirit over there. But yeah, circus is in town. That's very random. And I thought I would share because I don't think the circus has ever been in town. This is our mall. It's very tiny. All right. So there you go. Gonna go. Hello. Okay, so we're in my office. I am hoping to do a wardrobe change after work, but I'm currently wearing my Black Craft Cult coffee shirt, even though I have not had their coffee. I've gotten into this. They built the coffee shop after we went on our Salem trip, but I did not update you at all after we like took Kira to get groomed. She did incredibly. Everyone was like complimenting her and saying she'd done like a really, really good job and she was really well behaved. So that was very nice to hear. She had a really fun time, but she was very excited to come home. When she saw us and they let her off the table, they wouldn't even let her, like she wouldn't let them put the leash on her. She just like ran over to us and was like, hi, you're here to get me. So she was really good. For dinner, I'm gonna jump a little out of order. For dinner, I made my version of this burger from the Bob's Burgers cookbook called like the, oh gosh, it's a brie burger. Like it has brie cheese in it, and I add cranberry sauce, like cranberry a little bit into the meat, and then we put it on the burger, and it's really, really good. And we made 5-minute fries, which are our brand of fry that literally only takes 5 minutes. So that was dinner. But in part, the reason I didn't update you is we came home from running errands, and we were gone for maybe 2.5 hours, 2 hours. Kira took a little longer than they planned. When we came home, there was like water in our living room. And at first I thought like the dog spilled a water bowl because that happens a lot. I also thought maybe a dog peed, though I was like, that would be weird because like neither one of you typically has accidents, the two that were actively out. As it turns out, we just had like really bad luck. And this made me exceptionally paranoid. So we have an air conditioning unit, like a huge one, in our living room to cool down the downstairs for the dogs. And it's right near like where it sits. Sometimes the water coming off of our enclosed porch, like I think hits it, and it's never been an issue to our knowledge. But apparently yesterday we had horrible luck and water came in through the air conditioning unit, like through the side, we think. And just like came through the window, like the actual like unit in the window, because there was water, like there was a dog bed thankfully underneath it, so that soaked up a majority of the water, but then there was just like water to clean up, and we had to get the dog bed out of the living room because it was soaked, because it sponged, which was helpful because it was a lot of water. And then I was freaking out that there was an issue with the wall. So it's a front wall of the house, like it's an exterior wall, sorry, and it like there's this like sort of soft spot on it, which is bad, and a little bit of like bubbling in the paint, which again is also bad. But like the people who painted did a horrible job, so I was like, I don't know, like I don't remember that being there, but also like who knows. And like we're just never in that corner of the room very often. It's near the TV, but it's like under an AC unit, so it's not like I'm checking it consistently. So we definitely do at some point when everything has dried, like it's been raining 4 days, we need to check that wall out because it seems like they patched under that window at some point and didn't do a good job, which doesn't surprise us. Someone did a full renovation of this house at some point, and some of his like cuts are weird, like things don't quite fit where they're supposed to, or like there are like things they did that aren't like great. So I think they cut too far down to put the windows in, and then when they tried to like correct having cut down too far. They didn't match things up correctly. But I was freaking out again. The water was coming in through the wall and I was like, I don't know. I was very stressed out. I'm still a tiny bit stressed out because I do think we need to like work on that wall. But Krista has renovated an entire house before, so like she has the skills. I think we would be okay. Because like it hasn't been there forever, and I'm not entirely sure the air conditioning unit hasn't done this over the past like year or so that we've had an AC, like 2 years we've had an AC unit there. Because when I was making dinner, still being freaked out, so the AC unit was on when we came home and I immediately turned it off because I was like, I don't know what's going on, I'm turning it off. I left it off while I was cleaning and there was no water besides what I was cleaning up. Krista turned it on while I was making dinner, and when I came back in, there was water just dripping out of the side of the AC unit and like going down the cables and like going down the curtain that was next to it, and I was like, ah, we have to turn it off. So we turned it off. I cleaned up that little bit of water. So it just seems like it's consistently leaking, which means there is water in the back of it. Now that could be exacerbating another problem that we will deal with when we can. But it was very stressful and I just like did not want to talk to a camera because I was still freaking out. I finally did calm down. We had some Fireball and hot cider and we watched a lot of Dexter. We're on season 6. So like that was fine. I did eventually relax. And so today I wanted to give you that update that I like didn't vlog because house emergency, though thankfully it seems to just be an AC unit emergency and because we've had so much freaking rain. It is the start of my lunch break, so sorry, I'm trying to be quick because I need to put something in the oven because we're basically having what we had for dinner again because we had 2 more burgers and some extra fries, so I need to throw that stuff in the oven really quick to heat up. But quick book update. I'm almost done with Pallbearers Club. I was able to read some before work. I have I'm in the final chapter, though the chapters are huge by this point, so it's just taking me a while. But I'll give you final thoughts when I'm done. I am really enjoying it. I prefer Mercy to Art. And I'm just like, I enjoy all of her comments more than I enjoy his point of view, but without his point of view, we wouldn't get Mercy's point of view. So I'm just enjoying it all around. I just love her like snarky comments on the side. So I'm having a very fun time with it. It is reminding me of horror movie a little. The tone is different, but I am still really enjoying it because there is this like level of like change and metamorphosis being discussed, which is similar to horror movie. But again, really enjoying this. You probably hear outside noise because I have a screen in my window. I was getting really warm. I think because I like had a bunch of stuff to do this morning. I'm slightly over caffeinated. And just I've been stressed out. House stuff, work stuff, general things that stress you out. But the reason I will tease that I'm hoping for an outfit change later is I think we're getting a package today, and hopefully that means we get to do a thing that I wanted to do over the weekend. So I will show you that hopefully if it happens, but I need to go actually like leave my office. I've marked that I'm at lunch, but I need to go put the fries in. So I'll update you on Pallbearers Club sometime after work, and hopefully I will have updates for you about the thing that we're hopefully doing tonight. But I gotta go. The dogs are barking. This might mean Krista is home early or we're getting mail right now. So I gotta go. Talk to you later. Hello. We have received a package with cute little stickers. Krista's over there fixing a pillow. But this box requires an outfit change, so please hold. Okay, new outfit acquired. They're the very cool Beetlejuice pajamas I showed you, and that is because Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Say one more time, he's gonna come.
Beetlejuice! Ta-da! There's also a 4th one in here which doesn't quite work. Oh, and she sent us a cute little card. That's sweet. It's a little pumpkin. Yes, there's a 4th one. So Mary tracked down these cookies at a Walmart near her apartment, or near-ish her apartment, and sent us all 4 boxes that she picked up. So tonight we're watching Beetlejuice, having cookies, and we're going to drink Beetlejuice Fanta.
Well, now we're gonna try it.
Oh, alright. Please hold. Yeah, they don't have the thing. That's the only annoying part. They don't have the like reseal thing. Maybe that's only an Oreo thing?
Maybe it's, I think, no, it's on Pizza Boys.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it has a lot more white chocolate than I thought.
Okay, this is the cookie. There's a lot of white chocolate. I think they're good. Christopher is very excited about these. I don't know if they're dark chocolatey enough for her.
No, it's mostly white chocolate.
Yeah. They're still good, like the cookie is good. Oh. Oh gosh. I'm already full from dinner. We had crab ramen and I'm really full. But we have cookies and I have pajamas and we're watching the movie. Even if we don't eat like a ton more of these cookies. But we're watching it. So thank you, Mary, if you see this.
Thank you, Mary. Best sister ever.
Yes. We appreciate it. I'm gonna finish this cookie. And probably go get something to drink. Cause cookies.
No.
Oh gosh. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Alright. We've got lights. We've got snacks, which you can kind of see even though it's dark. We've got drinks. You can kind of see this. You've already seen it. It's the Beetlejuice Fanta, if you can't tell. We've got Roddy's Who Don't Bark at television sets. And my wife. So yes, we're gonna watch Beetlejuice with some festive green lighting. I have that all set up. I am still wearing my pajamas. And yeah, so we're gonna watch a movie. We'll probably update you sometime tomorrow at this point. But I did finish the Pallbearers Club, so I'll give you final thoughts later. But I really enjoyed it, so talk to you tomorrow. Oh gosh, okay, before I forget, I got this at TJ Maxx while we were out yesterday. I'm sitting very close to you, but it's like a Beetlejuice stationery set. So it's in a coffin box, and I don't think it's taped. I took all the plastic off of it, but it's one of those things that like does not want to open. Shrink wrapped so tight, it doesn't want to be in out of box. Oh my gosh, why would you do this? Hold on. See. Oh gosh. All right, so unleash the sandworm. Change the lighting on my face. And then it's like a little stationery set. So it is a, oh, there we go. It's a pocket handbook with, like a pocket notebook with an attached pen of the handbook for the recently deceased, which is very cool. Then some post-it notes, which I thought would be really helpful for work. Then like a little bag to put your stuff in. Little stationery bag, which is very cute. I like the print and pattern. And then it's a Beetlejuice the sign. Let's see. Maybe. Kinda. It's so shiny it doesn't want to pick it up. But it's the Beetlejuice sign, and it's like a little book charm thing. Like you can use it as bookmark. So I picked it up because I do actually need a pen, and I've been wanting like little tiny notebooks. Krista got me some already, and then I'm completely out of post-it notes. Doesn't want to focus on me now. Hi. Can we focus on my face? Hello. No, it doesn't want to now. Seriously? Whatever. I'm just gonna finish this clip. I'm sorry if I'm a little blurry. Actually, it's really annoying me. There, I'll just be really close to you. I feel like that's not even really helping. Anything? Anything? Hi, hi. Oh, that's so annoying. Hold on. There we go. But the post-it notes would be helpful for work, and it's a little sandworm. Anyway, I did literally have to stop recording and restart because it did not want to come into focus. But yeah, so we're gonna watch a movie, but I wanted to show you that before I completely forgot. Also, these pajamas are very cute, very cozy. But I'm gonna leave the post-its out, actually. I'm gonna pack the rest of it up until I figure out where I'm gonna put all of it. But it was cute. It was, I think it was $17, which, I mean, is a little tiny bit pricey, but like, I think I'll use the little book charmy thing, but I gotta go. My battery needs to charge. So, oh, and we're watching the movie anyway, so duh. I really do need to go. So I will talk to you later. Hello. Okay, I'm giving myself like a couple minutes because I had to do this like presentation prep thing for work. I just like need a minute to breathe and drink some coffee. It was totally fine. A lot of really annoying tech glitches that hopefully don't happen tomorrow when I actually give it. Yeah, and my asthma's acting up, which may just be because I'm slightly stressed and talking a little too fast, but I did tell you I would give you my thoughts on the Pallbearers Club because I officially finished it. Also, watching Beetlejuice was very fun. We finished Beetlejuice and then we watched more of Dexter. I don't know, I probably already said this, but there's apparently like a prequel show coming out, and so Krista really wants to watch the original, and I think we also have to watch the like New Blood or whatever the sequel's called, because Sarah Michelle Gellar is in the prequel one, and so she really wants to watch it. So that's fine, we're watching that now, but it's just like, it's 8 seasons and there's 12 episodes a season, and that doesn't include the extra thing, so that's gonna take a while. But I have other shows that I also wanted to try and watch. Like, I really want to watch Wednesday again because of, well, one, there's a new season coming out at some point, but I feel like it'll fit with like prep for Beetlejuice, since we've already watched just singular Beetlejuice. But yeah, it was really fun watching the movie. Then we watched Dexter. We have lights behind our TV, so I switched it from green lighting for Beetlejuice to red lighting for Dexter, which was very fun for me. But Pallbearers Club, really fast. I really enjoyed it. It did remind me of Horror Movie, so he has a very, those two books very much have the same writing style. I like that this one has Mercy's comments in it, so we're getting another person besides our narrator, where in Horror Movie we just get the narrator, but we are introduced to other characters. So I really enjoyed this one. I liked the creature element that appears, and then there's an actual book mentioned in the back that I want to check out that's about like New England history, and I don't want to tell you anything because I went into this not knowing like anything. I vaguely knew there was some kind of creature element, but I didn't know what it was. So yes, so I had a fun time. I will say, if you have read specifically Horror Movie, this one, and Cabin at the End of the World, Paul Tremblay, Paul Tremblay, my brain was like, who? Has this like very specific way of ending stories, and like this one cheats a touch because Mercy gets her own like ending to the story, but our original narrator Art has an ending and then she adds on her own. So if you've read those 3 books, did you notice the similarities in the endings? Does he just like think about that a lot? Is that like a thing he really like, just like is maybe like a fear of his, or like a thing that he associates with like certain characters? I don't know, it was just like really interesting because I was like, this is the 3rd time the following thing has happened, and I was like, that is so interesting. Now again, in this one it only happens right at the end of Art's final chapter and not in like Mercy's essay to end the story, but I was like, that's so curious, so curious. But I did really enjoy it. I may have liked, so this is tricky because I feel like I may have liked Horror Movie a tiny bit more, but I like Mercy in this one a lot. So like they're pretty close. I almost wish we got a story from Mercy, like her own like novella that was like after this or before this, or like her entire storyline of what was going on while this book was happening, instead of just like her asides. But definitely really enjoyed it. So if you liked Horror Movie, you should read this if you haven't yet. I think that's it. Yes, this has to be quick. So, oh, the other thing, I wanted to start Brainwyrms today, but I don't know if I'm in the headspace to start an audiobook. So I don't know. With the thing for work tomorrow, I just don't know. I don't know if I can like focus on a book right now because I am a little like, because it's like a big thing. But I don't know. I might start it. I might not. We'll see. I just don't know. I don't remember how long it is. So I will look into that. I feel like my allergies are acting up, or like my asthma is, or something is going on because I feel very like, see? I don't know what it is. It's probably my asthma / allergies. My allergies are probably exacerbating my asthma is what it is, because it's really wet outside and I have my window open, so moisture. But yeah, so I'm gonna go because I have things to do, but I wanted to update you to tell you I finished Pallbearers Club, really enjoyed it. I will start Brainwyrms before this video ends, but like, I just don't know if I'm in the zone for it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna need to like wait until tomorrow when I can like focus more. I don't know, like I wanted to read in some capacity today, but like I could also just like read a little bit of a book while I'm hanging out at home tonight. I don't know. But I'll update you when I get to that point or figure it out. Also, I'm wearing this very fun Haunted Mansion shirt that's very comfortable. Tomorrow I'm going to be wearing a Stranger Things shirt. Yeah, it's for my presentation. It will be fun for me. I'm not going to explain it to you. But that's what I'll be wearing tomorrow, at least for the morning, and then I'm gonna change because I need to use it for the next week. So I'm gonna go though. Got stuff to do. I just needed like a second to like focus my brain. So I just thought I would focus talking to you. I think it helped. But yeah, so I will update you sometime tonight about something. Whether I read the book, whether I didn't read the book, whatever I decided to do. Talk to you later. Hello! So it is the morning. My presentation ended very quickly. It was all very like participation based, and the group I had like flew through everything, which is good, but also I did expect it to take longer. So it's still very early. I just wanted to check in because I wore my Hellfire Club shirt. My presentation had a theme. It was not Stranger Things. So yeah, I mean, it was fun. I feel like I should have added more things because they were so quick. I'm almost wondering, I have a plan for next time, I think. But yeah, so I had a fun time, but it was very short, which was not my intention. But yeah, so I have time. I'm gonna change because I need to wear this next week. And yeah, so I'm gonna do an outfit change, and then maybe today I'll listen to Brainwyrms. I just like could not get in the zone because I was freaking out about my presentation. But then it was super wildly easy. So yeah, I'm gonna go change clothes so I can wear this and not have it be gross next week. And then I'll check in with you when I have Brainwyrms thoughts, because I am going to try and listen to it today. I just like, I was not in book mode. Like my brain would not focus on book things. So yeah, I will update you on book thoughts a little later. Hello. It is like the very end of my lunch. I'm gonna be super quick. Krista and I ran out to get food at the like food truck thing because apparently it's one of the farmers market days, but it's super rainy. You missed my fabulous wearing a full spiderweb sweatsuit and witch hat moment because I didn't bring you because it was raining. But the only hat I own that currently covers my hair, which I need to wash, I haven't washed it yet since I got it dyed, which I could have done it earlier, but the last time I got purple hair I was like super paranoid, so I'm like, I waited a few days, but I have to wash it tonight. But I don't want purple to get everywhere if it gets wet in public. So my witch hat is one of those like cloth ones. Like it's not like a costume hat, it's one of those like fashion witch hats. And it's the only thing that covers the entirety of my hair when I'm walking around. So I wore that to this farmer's market. Also returned the Pallbearers Club. But super quick, I have been listening to Brainwyrms, and holy, I cannot explain this book to you. So far I have thoughts, but I can't really share the thoughts without spoiling like a lot of things. I will tell you that there's like different characters whose points of view and lives we get, we get to see. We are primarily-ish with Frankie, and she is a trans woman, and into a lot of things. We are introduced to Vanya, and they are a very curious person. We've met someone named Gaz. We've met groups of horrible people and groups of not horrible people and a fake version of an actual public personality. And yeah, I am going to say, so what I appreciate about this is there's an introduction and like a prologue. So there is sort of like an in advance author's note, but it is set as like kind of part of the story, which is really interesting. So that exists and also works as like a trigger warning, because in Tell Me I'm Worthless there was also a trigger warning. So Rumfit specifies that this is the trigger warning for you and kind of explains, and I don't know, I'm really enjoying it, but it is definitely very graphic, primarily in terms of sexual things, and there's just so much talk of worms, so many worms, which, I mean, based on the cover, duh. There's also a discussion of like other types of parasites. At a certain point they talk about tapeworms, which just made me think of American Horror Stories. They like randomly did a tapeworm one that was like based on their, like, I don't even know how to explain it because it wasn't really based on an urban legend. It just like was a tapeworm, but like it made me think of that episode briefly because they say like one was really big. And it also made me think of My Best Friend's Exorcism, which there is a tapeworm storyline in that is disgusting. Like, I'm just so gross to listen to, because I also listened to the audiobook for that. And just anyway, this is far more graphic than that scene overall in terms of discussions of some things, but I am enjoying it a lot. I am liking the writing style, and I love this narrator. So I am really enjoying it thoroughly, even though it is definitely on the, I'm gonna say the extreme side, just for like your average reader. Some of the things that are appearing, I would not say, they're not extreme horror. They're just something that like you would have to be prepared for. And admittedly, just as a fun fact for you, I used to review books for a website. That was a long time ago, and they were just like sent to me by normally indie publishers as like a fun, like, hey, do you want to review this? And I got on the list for erotica publications. And so like I have read some very steamy things in my day, and this, in terms of extreme, some of it is actually stuff that I've come across in just like standard erotica writing. So I'm kind of like, it's probably a little much for a casual reader, but I mean, it's not something I'm into, but I mean, I have seen these things portrayed in written formats before. So it's not like flabbergasting me. I did get a little grossed out by one thing, but it's my own, like, no shame to said people. There's just a thing that happens in this that I am like very firmly against for me. And I was just like, it happened and I was like, no, why? I just don't like reading those scenes. I could tell it was about to happen, and then I was like, no, please. Can we walk this back? Can you not? Can you? Oh, you're going to. Okay. But whatever. People are into that. Sure, there are some people who, upon hearing that scene, would be like very into it, and my brain was like, nope, I'm gonna walk away. You keep doing what you're doing. Have fun. I'm gonna be over here. Also, at the point I'm in at the book, there was one chapter where there was like a split moment where the kind of the author takes over, sort of, and they tell you should actually, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you feel, and like things are going to get more graphic as the story goes on. So they actually say, take a break at this moment, go get some tea, go for a walk, do what you will, like maybe leave the book, do some other things for your own mental health, your sanity, your comfortability, and then come back, which I thought was very clever. And I'm saying they because the narrator is the narrator in that moment, I'm not sure was the author, because we're also introduced to this sort of like voice that does not seem to have a gender, at least in how I'm perceiving it, because it's like an internal voice thing. And that's what it felt like to me. Like that voice was like, hey, how you doing, kid? Do you wanna take a break? Just go walk, go. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm not gonna tell you anything more. Just like you would need to be comfortable reading. I would really say to read this. I wouldn't even say, I mean, this is probably an extreme horror. I haven't read a lot of extreme horror, but I would more say like you would need to be comfortable reading things that would appear in more kinky erotica, if that makes sense. So you just have to be prepared for that going into this. If you're not someone who likes reading like erotic scenes or intense sex scenes, this is probably not the book for you. You will probably be very uncomfortable, but I am enjoying it and it's not bothering me. It's, again, not something I would be into, but it's not making me like, ugh, this book. I'm very much enjoying it, but I gotta go. I thought I would update you. I will probably be able to finish this maybe before the end of like today at some point. But I'll let you know final thoughts. And then that'll probably end the vlog, because I have a book that I really want to read before library books come in. So yeah, that's my plan, I think, is this will be the last part of this vlog, and then I will start a brand new vlog on something else. But I'll update you when I finish this, when the worm situation is over, I suppose. But again, I am enjoying it. I really like the narrator. Anyway, I will update you at some point. Bye for now. Hello. I'm gonna prop you right there. No. There. Okay. I'll try and sit up. Okay. So I have finished the book. My work day is over. I really need to take a shower. So this is a really awkward angle to finish the video, but this is the last clip. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Also really want to take a shower and just relax. Not that I don't want to talk to you, but I'm just tired. I did finish Brainwyrms, and there's so many things like I can't tell you, but are also like wild, and also like everything works perfectly and is just so good. And there's like cut-ins from a sort of author narrator character that work perfectly for me. I really, really enjoyed it. Again, I do think that you should, if you're considering it, maybe listen to the intro, slash, I don't remember what it's called, in case maybe this isn't for you. Again, it is very, very sex heavy, so just take that into account when you go into this read. But I still really, really enjoyed it. I think it is really well written, and I am curious to see how Tell Me I'm Worthless is written in comparison. Like, I'm just very curious. I am gonna take a little bit of a break from this author, not intentionally really, but the next book I'm going to be reading is It. I want to do a full spoiler vlog of It because I've never read it, and I have seen 1.5 adaptations. I've seen the original miniseries before, and I've seen the first of the remake ones. I won't tell you why, but I didn't watch the adult one. I just haven't, but I want to. So I thought I would motivate myself to do that by actually reading it. So I have my copy of it. I've had it for a few weeks. I'm borrowing a copy. It is not from my library. It is a personal copy that I'm borrowing from someone. Not written in or anything. It's just like I actually think it might be original release or somewhere along those lines. But that's the next book I will be reading. So I think, I'm not looking back, but I think the books in this video are The Honey Witch, The Pallbearers Club, and Brainwyrms, I think. And that's like all over the map. Honey Witch is sapphic and slow and not what I thought it was. I did know it was sapphic. I was really excited about that part, and like the witchcraft and the sapphicness and the romance, and it just really wasn't what I expected. I do think you should read it if you liked Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman, or are into like slower romances. Though there are a couple steamy scenes, but it's still very slow. Pallbearers Club, also completely different vibe. If you liked horror movie, you should read that. And then this one, I have nothing to compare this to for you. I don't. I do think if you read extreme horror and that's comfortable for you, you'll be fine with this. I also think if you want to like dip your toe into extreme horror and you are comfortable with erotica as sort of the base, then I would suggest this. I do think this one might be tricky for some readers, just depending. I think Pallbearers Club is also tricky for some readers because it is a sort of stream of consciousness memoir kind of thing. And I know some people aren't fans of that as a writing technique. I love just stream of consciousness, possibly unreliable narrator moments. And Honey Witch really wasn't what I expected. And I wish I had liked it more, but the book I expected for that was something that it was not, which is not the book's fault. I just thought it was something else. But I'm gonna go so I can shower, maybe take a nap. I'm just tired. It's rainy. I just want to sleep. But yeah, so if you're interested in the It vlog, that will be next. You can also find me on Instagram at ClefGoEverAfter. I've been trying to do the 100 days of Halloween happy. I need to do that for today. Gosh, need to remind myself to post that. I completely forgot. So yes, I'm trying to do that, and I think that's it. I think that's everything. Let me know if you've read any of those books and your thoughts on them, or if you're interested in them. If you've read Tell Me I'm Worthless, tell me what you thought about it, because I'm curious before I go into it. Anyway, yeah, that's it. I will talk to you in a different video. Bye, internet people.